Hi guys, Path of Gaming right here, right now, bringing you another coaching session today with Larison. Welcome, buddy.
Hey man.
And we can even reduce the quality. Nice, nice. We're just gonna reduce the quality to make it run more smoothly. And you are right here, Plat
I'm
one.
the whale, yeah.
Plat one. So okay, a few easy people, one diamond player who's above you, but I guess it's a. Is this like a normal lobby of yours?
Yeah, I'd say on average it's more low diamonds. This one just happened to be a lot of plat players. But to be honest, I try to not really go into the games thinking like, oh, these guys, they're at whatever level. I just try to play the best possible game.
Or you go into every game thinking I'm going to farm them, right? That's kind of my mindset.
Well, yeah, hopefully that's the goal. This game, it doesn't really play out that way.
All right. You start tier. Thought process. Why you want tier?
So I think Handed Justice early, especially on like a Kindred or a Teemo, has in this past been really strong.
Yeah.
And it can also, if those, if the glove doesn't drop, it has other good items like blue buff and the ice cream cone.
Yep.
That can be powerful early.
Okay. So you have a reason why you're getting the item. Completely fine.
Yeah.
I start sword, but that's for my reason. So as long as you know why you're starting tier and what you want to build with it, then that's fine.
And the thought behind sword is it can pivot into so many different things like Zeke's and Gunblade,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Like sword is good because like of physical damage, a lot of physical damage carries right now. And even like, Zeke's is really good for any backline units, just because more attack speed means more mana as well. And yeah, Gunblade is an option as well. So that's just me. Okay. So we get the Yasuo pair. Yeah. Nice.
So this game, just as like kind of an overview, obviously we'll see it kind of play out before our eyes, but typically I try to play really strong boards and press an advantage and try to keep a win streak going. This is pretty much the opposite of that. This is a game where I start to lose pretty early, and I try to instead preserve my economy and then aim for fourth.
All right, let's see how you do that. So here it's definitely pick up the Fiora pair, right? You had a Fiora pair in the shop.
I went over it. To be honest, I've played Duelist a bunch just in practice, and I tend to be pretty bad at it. I know it's kind of like the meme face roll where you just grab everything that says Duelist and put it on the board.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
You're overthinking this. Like, you're not playing Duelist. You're playing whatever the hell is up in the shop right now. That's what you're doing.
Right.
So I'm not telling you play Duelist. I'm telling you if you can 2-star the Fiora with 2-star Yasuo, you play that until you find something better.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, yes, the Janna's good too. So that's kind of okay. But still, the Fiora pair is just really, really good. And you want to put that a bit farther back. Yeah, perfect. That's good enough. So obviously you don't have a Chosen.
Right. I think I actually go a while without a Chosen, which is another admitted fault.
Yeah, I watched a bit of the video. I'm like, why the hell haven't you picked anything up? Like, you can't be this picky.
Right.
But this is Duelist, by the way. This is Duelists. Like, they're pretty insane. Like, 2-star Yasuo is no joke. And we're buying out... Okay, we are buying it. No, we're not buying it. So we always buy out the shop.
But okay, so yeah, I guess that's something that I've never done, and I see other people doing it, but I guess it's hard to wrap my mind around the buying of the shop.
Yeah.
So like, I guessing the idea is you buy out the shop, that way when the next rotation, when the free reset happens in your shop, you have more options to get 2 stars and to play onto the board.
Yep. So the biggest thing is you can 2-star something randomly, and this early on, like any random 2-star is great. Like the 2-star Maokai, for example, is good.
Right.
Right.
And the value of getting them back because they're 1-star units and you can sell them for full value.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
And like the minor thing, it's like a fraction of a percent higher to get something better. So like if you
Right.
buy that particular one cost, there are 29 times 13 one cost, which is like close to 400 one costs. But by buying that particular one, you increase your odds of like 1 in 400 to get a different one. Like,
Okay.
so it's like, yes, it's what is that, quarter of a percent? But it's like a free quarter of a percent.
Right.
So it's like, why not? Like, it's a quarter of a percent, but it costs you nothing. So you should always do it.
Yeah.
So like, my general rule of thumb is never have a number that doesn't end in 0 here. Like, you should have
Okay.
like 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and whatever. But like above 50,
Okay.
it doesn't matter. But like, you should never have like 1. There's no need to have 1. You can just buy it out.
All right.
Okay, so I
Okay,
don't know.
so
Yeah.
I'm guessing I buy the Maokai. I can't remember if I do or not. But so, for example, this particular chosen, right? So I don't have a chosen yet.
Yep.
Lysandra Dazzler chosen doesn't, in my mind, doesn't feel like an extremely strong choice. But in this scenario, right, not having a chosen going into against other boards with other players,
Yep.
would it be the right move to actually just take it now and then potentially sell it at a different break?
Sell it on wolves, for example. Yeah. Or sell it on 3-2
Okay.
if you level up to 6 and roll a little bit. Okay. So what is your strongest board, by the way, here?
So if I
Like, what can you
So
make
if
to be
I-
extremely strong right now?
what I
Like,
should have done, if I don't know what I actually do after this, right? But if we were to freeze now and I were to replay this game given this particular board, I would actually probably buy the vein, and put the Teemo in the vein at the opposite back corners, and then I would probably sell maybe the Tom Kench, and then buy that Maokai and put the Maokai and the Yasuo up front as the front line.
that seems relatively weak. Can I tell you what I would do?
Yeah.
And you can tell me if you think it's stronger or not. So what I would play here is Maokai, Yasuo, Fiora, and Lysandra.
Okay.
Because
Having as many 2-stars as possible.
you
on
have
the
2-star Yasuo with a Fiora just to help him be a duelist, right? 2-star Maokai just to eat damage, and Lysandra Dazzler. Like, what do you not have in this comp right now?
board. Right. I mean, we just don't have. Well, we have damage, but it's more. The front line is just basically Yasuo and Fiora up dodging attacks.
You don't have backline damage. You should always have
Yeah.
like frontline tanks or damage and backline damage. So
I think I have a very heavy reliance on. I think everyone does at the moment, like having sharpshooter damage at the moment. As far as like backline, I always think of that as like the ideal backline. All right, see.
Holy shit,
See,
okay.
It looks like I'm doing it.
but you got so much weaker right now. And you didn't even.
Well, I don't know if I put the Yasuo back on or not. I'm not sure.
Well, you can't. You can't level up right now.
Right.
So this is never what you want to do. You never like it's always strongest board, and this is just fucking weak, man. Like
Yeah.
like why would you put in 2 1-stars instead of a 2-star?
Yeah. Again, I think I have a very heavy reliance mentally on the power of Teemo or the power of sharpshooters.
Okay,
It's
so
probably honestly just like a comfort thing, more than anything else.
so even Yasuo Fiora with sharpshooters would be better than this.
Right.
Because what are you going to do now? You're going to sell the Yasuo to put the Sunfire Cape on the Maokai.
I probably am actually gonna do that.
Yeah. And we never sell 2-star units on stage 2.
Okay.
I mean, unless you have like everything 2-starred and you 2-star Teemo, for example. But it's like
All right.
2-star units, like synergies are nice. Synergies are for like late stage 2 and stage 3. But stage 2 is just 2-star units. Like I've won so many rounds with random like a Yasuo, a Maokai, and a Wayne, and like whatever, and like a Fiora, or like it doesn't matter what it is. But if it's 2-star, it's so much stronger than 1-star. So right now, like you played the shittiest board imaginable. I'm sorry, bro, but like this is
It's
the
it's
shittiest
all good.
board.
It's all good.
And like you have 4 gold, right?
Right.
So you could have leveled up and you could have sold the other 2 Yasuos and a Fiora and put in Lissandra.
Right.
Because like the thing you need to think about is it's very simple. Stage 2 is extremely simple. Front line, back line. And you have front line, back line, but this is way weaker than what you could have had. Or like at least put in the Tom Kench.
Right. If there's a gap in the sound, I'm writing all some of these notes down.
So you're what?
I'm writing some of the notes down.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure you could have won here. Like his board is quite weak as well. Right? So if you were level 4 and if you had another Tom Kench, Tom Kench is like 700 HP plus the brawl buff, so that's 1100 plus 400. So you would have 1500 more HP to soak damage in the form of Tom Kench and Maokai.
Right.
So yeah, Lissandra Chosen, I completely agree. She's trash. She's complete trash. But
what I have is also trash.
yeah, you don't have it's better than nothing. That's what I mean. Like you're not guaranteed. Like you're guaranteed 2 more Chosens this stage, but you just won. And had you leveled up and played her, you could have won again. So, ouch. Oh.
Yeah. It's so this is me basically saying, all right, well, my board state's pretty weak. I'm gonna try and push for 10 gold and at least get some economy out of it.
Yeah.
But I think that obviously hurts me more because it gives me less options to.
So yes, your board is weak because you made the weakest board imaginable, and you can't even get a 2-star Tom Kench now. So like yes, you are falling back on economy, at least something. But yeah, I would have preferred leveling up, putting in Lissandra, and just being strong. So this is a Vanguard.
Right.
Vanguard's
a good front line.
Vanguard's not that bad. Like Divine is kind of meh, but Vanguard Wukong is actually decent. Because like Brawl synergy, you don't really care about Brawls that much. It's just HP. But Vanguard gives you armor, and it got buffed like a while ago, so it's 120 armor extra. So against this comp, like look at this comp.
Right, it would have been so good.
But like, I don't know. Does it seem like his comp is not balanced, but your comp isn't balanced either, right? So you have 3 backline, 1 frontline. So what's going to happen in this fight is your Maokai's going to die, and then everything is going to die.
Yeah.
I can tell. I know. Like looking at the health of these units and the health of the Maokai. But imagine you had like a Maokai and a Wukong. Like maybe your Teemo can blind them a few times, Wayne can pop off a little bit, and you can do stuff.
Right, or even the Lissandra from before.
Yeah, exactly. But like we're not going round back. This round, another mistake.
Right.
I'm gonna say you don't even kill a unit. I'm afraid you might not even kill a unit here. It's gonna be a bad loss. Oh, nice. Okay, you do kill 1. Yep.
Yeah, just 1.
So you're way too picky.
Yeah. I'm really glad that, so I only recorded 1 game today, but I'm really glad it was this one because I feel like this happens quite a bit where when the early game, when my pickiness doesn't get sated, right? I don't get like a board that I'm very comfortable with and I'm able to push an advantage. I get into this panic state where I'm not quite sure what the next best move is going to be and just make, infinite mistakes because I just don't have the knowledge of how to play when I don't have the good choice.
Well, yeah, you make the best out of the worst situation. Like, yeah. That's, I guess, the difference between, like, master and above players and below. Because, like, maybe you're comfortable with sharpshooters, but you're not comfortable with duelists. And it's like, whatever. It's like Yasuo and a Fiora, whatever, I'll play him for now. And I'll see how my board develops based on my shops. So what is this? I don't understand the armor at all. This makes no sense
Actually,
to
I
me.
don't remember which item I had.
You had a tier.
Okay, yeah, I don't understand the armor either. Oh, did I? Is it on a kindred?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. I think I just grabbed it for the unit and not for the item.
I do agree that Kindred is good, but you don't need more backline. So you'll take out Akali, put in Kindred for even more damage and spirit buff, but your Maokai is just not going to survive long enough. So here, I would just commit to the blue buff, probably for Teemo. Blue buff is not bad. It's either Chalice, but blue buff is good too. Like you wanna, but you're lost streaking. So I guess if you're intentionally lost streaking, then you can do whatever. But yeah, I'm more of a try to win as much as I can. So I would just make a blue buff here. Okay. Okay. So where's your scouting?
Oh, yeah. So
What
when I
is this?
out, it's so
What the hell is this?
infrequent.
You have 20 seconds. 20 seconds to do something useful. This should not happen. Like 20 seconds of doing absolutely nothing. Like, yeah, sometimes I'm on my phone, sometimes I'm replying to chat, but like if you're not doing any of those things, like you should be 100% focused and looking at other boards. Oh shit, you won. Okay. So let's see what you do after you won.
I think at this point I probably would level up and at least get the Nunu on the board.
Yeah, level up for Nunu. Like, yeah, maybe you're scouting and you see, okay, this guy probably beats you. This guy doesn't beat you. So like, yes, there is a person who can beat you.
Right.
Also, you should check like up here to actually know who you've played.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's something that is very new. I actually didn't even realize that you could do it until about a couple of games ago.
Yeah.
Where I realized you can actually see the people that you specifically played against.
They had it like I think in set 1, then they took it out in one set and everybody complained, so they put it back in.
Okay. Do I level? I don't. Well.
Yeah, you don't level. Okay, so this guy, I'm not 100. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is okay. So maybe you outplayed him.
I think maybe. I don't know. I don't know if the Hecarim maybe just out heals.
No, I'm gonna say that you outplayed him because if you put in the Brawler, your Maokai would be in the Giant Slayer range, right? That's why I didn't do it.
Right. Okay.
Big brain plays, like you see the Giant Slayer,
Yeah.
you don't want to have a Brawler that'll have enough HP to get hit by Giant Slayer. Makes perfect sense to me. Makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, that was definitely the play. No, stopped.
So yeah, you wouldn't get shit on this hard. So this is like one of the worst you can have: win, loss, loss, win, loss. Like obviously, like if you had like all the way red and gray, but like you only got one extra win streak, one extra loss streak gold. Yep, that's your third chosen. So that goes in over Kindred, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know if I put it in or.
So you can level up and have 4 Brawler. That's pretty sick. And the Yuumi? Oh my god, 4 Brawler and Yuumi? That's disgusting. But let's see what you do. So, yeah. Yeah, that's why you should have sold... Oh, no, you can't sell the Wayne. Okay. That's why we sell the Kidvid here. So let's see what you do. Oh, okay, interesting. So what about Yumi?
Yeah, I don't even think I use the Yumi, to be honest.
Why
I
would?
know she's very strong. I know
But
she's very strong. I don't know why. I think it's because see, what I should have done right is like you said, get the Kindred out, put the Yumi in, and then gotten the armor off of the Kindred and maybe combine it onto something
Timo, for
else.
example, yeah,
Yeah.
or Nunu, whatever. Um, I guess the right play, like not leveling here, is fine. I guess I would probably level up here just because I want to be strong. Why is Yumi super powerful here? Maybe even over Timo, for example.
Well, because the comp that I have, right? I have 4 brawlers, but they're all HP soaks, and she heals HP
She heals
percentage, which
percentage.
is just huge.
That's why she's the best with brawlers.
Okay.
So, just like remember, like in general, if your units have a lot of HP, then Yumi's great. Otherwise, it's Janna, because Janna heals like Janna does a shield, while Yumi does a heal. So, okay, you won. What does that mean?
Uh, it means that I want to keep a win streak going.
Exactly. It means you level up.
Right.
No, you sold the Yumi.
Right.
What is this?
Exactly.
Why the hell are you
Exactly.
selling shit? Like, at least level up. Oh, like I understand. Like here, if you sold everything and you level up and you're at 30 gold, that actually makes sense. So you stay at 30 gold and you put in a sharpshooter. I would prefer Yumi over Kindred here.
Right.
So Yumi over Kindred and you have sharpshooter, and you level up. Because you're just like ping ponging win loss, which is like the worst thing you can possibly do. Like, yes, brawls are kind of busted. So you should keep winning, but it's like this board is not as strong as it could be. So what is 46 gold? Like I know I'm repeating myself, but like never have 46 gold.
Right. I think that's something that I don't pay enough attention to. It's just like only keeping a certain amount, only keeping enough so that you hit that particular interest cap,
Yeah.
and then using the rest of that gold. I tend to stock up until 50, and then the excess I'll roll into leveling. But I think that's a bit greedy, and also, I mean, that feeds into the play that I have here, where I'm not maximizing my current board. I'm basically saving for the future.
Like, okay, so the two options were level up, put in Wayne for sharpshooter, and be at 30, or keep the Yumi and Vi, because there's no reason to sell the Yumi and Vi. So like
Right.
this is not even an option. What you did is no longer an option, okay? It's never an option to just sell random units, like especially units that you could potentially play. So please,
Right.
like, either level up or keep the units. I mean, yes, level up and sell the units are at 30, but like not like this. Because by selling the Yumi and Vi, that did absolutely nothing for you. It only hurt you. Like the only thing it did was hurt you. And we're still not leveling. Okay. I do like the positioning. Positioning's good. So Tom Kench takes damage first because he's completely useless, and then the Sunfire Cape guy, and then Yumi's starting to do damage. I don't really understand. It's kind of a mixed bag why you put the Hex Tech on Yumi rather than Kindred, but whatever.
Yeah. You put it on Nunu.
Yeah, sorry, Nunu rather than Kindred.
Yeah, just I was hoping to get the 2-star Nunu. I mean, again, it's just playing for something that I don't have, right?
Well, I think Kindred is
two-star
a bit
Nunu
more
eats
insane.
through.
I think Kindred
Way
is.
better, yeah.
I mean, I don't fully agree with the slam, but the slam helps you win more, so it's kind of okay. I would have just made a Deathblade there. But that's just my playstyle, because like Deathblade is good on Ashe, it's good on Warwick, it's good on Jhin. So what do you want to make here? Okay,
That's why I sit in the middle.
it makes no fucking sense. What is the sword for?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I was going for specifically when I took the sword. I don't know if it
Like,
was because it was the damage item that was there. I didn't have a plan for myself, so maybe to remove it from the pool.
but how? Okay, okay. We don't want to waste gold like this. Like, why would you put 4 gold into level instead of buying the Yumi? Okay, so there's way too many mistakes here.
Yeah.
First of all, you're on a 3-win streak. Correct.
Right.
So what do you want to happen? Do you want to continue winning?
Yes, of course.
How do you continue winning?
By improving my board.
So how could you have improved your board instead of getting the fucking sword?
I could have gotten a. I'm not sure. I can't remember what was actually on the carousel, but an item that I could have slammed onto Kindred, or I could have sold the Kindred, put in the Yumi finally, and then
No,
put it all
here
on
it's
Teemo.
fine. Here, you could have put in ice cream cone on Kindred. There was a cloak, and the cloak was
Right.
on Kindred as well, by the way.
Right, which would have been good for the new next to it as well.
Yeah, and for the Teemo next to her, if you put the Teemo next to her.
Right.
Right? So it's like, and that makes you stronger now. Teemo
Right.
does more damage, Nunu does more damage, Kindred does more damage. It's really good, and they're all magic dealers, so it's really good for all three of them. And Kindred casts a little bit sooner. Right? So it's
Yeah,
like,
for sure, for sure.
you should just play for now. Because do you know what your comp is going to be? Your final comp?
No, absolutely no idea.
Exactly. So just slam as much as you can and just ride it out to a top 4. Because, I mean, no offense to like Platinum and Diamond, but like at those elos, if you're aggressive enough, it's always a free top 4. Because there's people greeting like this guy like at 38 HP on 3-5 before the round. Like that doesn't happen higher up. That's just too dumb. Like,
Right.
I mean, yes, it happens to me very, very rarely, but I see it like much more often in lower elo lobbies. So yeah, because people are just not aggressive enough and they're just passive.
Right.
And the second thing is, we never buy XP. They were like, what did you gain by putting XP here? There's nothing you gain whatsoever.
So on that, right? So once I'm at this stage, because I think that's a good point. That's something that I very much miss, right? Because like I told you, I tend to save for 50, and then whatever excess I get, I tend to put into leveling just to eventually hit 8 and then roll down, or 7 to roll down, depending on the comp that I have. So is it better to just sit on your gold until you have enough to just fully level up?
Well, it's better to buy the Yumi here, for example.
Right.
It's better to buy unit, like a Yumi on your bench is worth more than 4 XP, right?
Right. So yeah, I think that's a huge principle that I miss is the value of the units that you have available to you versus just having the XP already invested.
But like this is like it does absolutely nothing.
Right.
Right? It's like, I don't know, you write a check to someone and like, or someone writes you a check. Like, do you want $5 or do you want a check that you can cash next week? Right? Like, obviously you take the $5, not a $5 check for next week.
Right.
So it's like, here you're like, okay, so next week or like stage 4, I'll get to level 7. But like, it does nothing because like on stage 4, you can just buy the XP anyway. So yes, like I do this as well. It's a bad habit, but you should definitely pick up the Yumi here and maybe the Pike, for example, or like whatever.
All right.
But like never put it in levels unless you can level up. And the very dangerous thing is that like I'm like I'd say like 80-90% good at right now is once you're on level 7, it's better to sit on like 60-70 gold and see, okay, I'm bleeding, I'm weak, I need to roll it down now. Or like level 8 and level 9. Like obviously you're not gonna have to roll down on 6. But if you were like this guy, you might consider just rolling it down on 6 rather than pushing for 7 or 8. So lots of minor things that can be improved upon.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, stronger board would have been with the ice cream cone. Obviously, you can just level up here. It's only 32 gold. You'd get down to 20. Like, okay, maybe this guy is kind of strong. You wouldn't beat him anyway, but like, you should try to be stronger.
Right. So you're gonna see me do that quite a bit. Where
Yep.
if I have that gold, I just invest it.
So are you buying the Lulu or not?
I don't think I'm buying the Lulu now.
Well, wouldn't it make sense to buy the Lulu so you can put her in on level 7?
Yeah, absolutely. But
Right,
yeah,
it's
I
like-
think it's just tunnel vision.
But what are you putting on level 7? Do you know what you're putting on level 7?
No, I don't.
Yeah, so Lulu's an option. It's not like the best option, but it is an option that's available to you right now for free. Yay, Nunu ate one thing.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm going to be surprised what you put in on 7, because like, there's another Lulu. Could have been a Lulu pair. And we're just putting more in leveling. I guess, yeah, obviously you can't change this.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Yes, please. No.
I think I put it on the Teemo.
Okay, he has 60 mana. Kindred has 35. Oh no.
I know. Usually, so I don't know. I think so. My direct thought process here, right, is I almost always put the blue buff on Kindred because it's so incredible. But I think it's just because Teemo was level 2. I was like, I just want to get that dart out faster, and hopefully, blind the units faster, and then
Yeah.
give myself a little bit more pressure and more time for my other units to do damage.
Yep. So you put in a Yumi, correct?
I did.
And
But
did you
the
at
Kindred's
all?
also in there. I did not change any synergies. I didn't do anything. It literally was just an added Yumi on top.
Did you not feel silly that you sold the Yumi earlier?
Of course.
Okay.
And I sold her. Yeah, I sold
Yeah.
it, and I've seen like one extra one since then.
Exactly. And
So that
do
should
you
have been a 2-star Yumi.
do you think that Elderwood, which got buffed, 3 Elderwood, would be stronger than Yumi? If you
I
had
mean,
the,
with my current board state, with all the brawlers,
like instead of Yumi, if you put in Lulu.
it probably would have been much better, considering that my 2 Elderwoods are brawlers,
Yep.
and they're somewhat tanky, especially the Maokai with the Sunfire on it.
And Nunu has a Gunblade,
Gunblade,
so
yeah.
he heals more. And if he has more armor and more magic resistance, it's even crazier. So
Yeah,
Lulu would be better here, right? So like,
absolutely.
and it's just these small things. Like if it doesn't cost you anything, or even like holding pairs early on, is usually worth interest, because pairs are more important usually most of the time, because they give you a nice spike.
Right.
And second thing, if it doesn't cost you anything, just keep good units that you can play later.
Right.
Because you're not going to roll on 7. You don't want to roll on 7. You want to roll on 8. So just like get as strong as you can using the shops you're given. Because you've been given 12? No, the early, like 14 shops. So this is the best you've been given in 14 shops. And I think you were given like a little bit better options in the 14 shops.
Yeah.
Because like that's how we can do right now, right? Like you only have what the shops offer. You haven't rolled, so, and that's typically what it is. Maximizing what the shops offer. So Yumi healed once essentially.
Yeah, and Teemo got instantly killed by Riven.
Yeah. So here I would probably split it up a little bit more, because there's more AOE. Like now there's more AOE.
I'm not sure when I do that. I believe I do it. All right, so I get the Elderwoods.
Yeah.
Definitely not here because it looks like I shoved myself in the corner again. But now I've put the Nunu exposed.
And we're done with the Yumi and we're leveling up. Okay, so like you can buy Aphelios, you can buy Aurelia, you can buy Aatrox, you can keep the Yumi. Like those are all good units. If you 2-star any of them, they're pretty strong.
Right.
Like you have no fucking options. So of course it's going to be bad if you don't have any options.
Right.
Like I don't know what your shops are going to be, but like you can't hit anything because the only thing you can hit is Wayne and Kindred. Instead of hitting a 2-star Yumi, instead of hitting a 2-star Lulu, instead of hitting a 2-star Irelia, 2-star Aphelios, 2-star Aatrox, you can't hit those things because you don't even like bother picking them up. And, as I mentioned before, putting gold in levels kind of commits you to leveling, doesn't it?
It absolutely does.
Rather than saying, oh fuck, I'm dying, maybe I sell the Tom Kench, I roll down on 7. Right? But it's like, okay, now you wasted, I think, 12 gold in here.
And 3 rounds, yeah.
So just 12 gold sunk in here that you're getting back later. But like you want the $12 right now. You don't want the $12 like a check written for later. That'll cash in like next game or whenever. Like so that's why we don't put gold into levels.
So this is where I spread out more because the corner is just getting me.
Yeah.
I mean, my comp is getting me crushed, but the corner push isn't helping it.
So you like essentially your comp is bad now. Do you know why your comp is bad right now?
Well, because it's a bunch of 1-stars.
Yeah.
And I mean, the synergies are okay, but they could have been a lot better, and I think the units I had before would have been stronger if I had committed to them.
Yep. The reason your board is weak is because you have no backline damage.
Okay.
Like Kindred is kind of some damage, Timos, like, but you don't have enough backline damage.
Right.
Because he has a Kindred, like he has 2 frontline and kind of like 4 backline. And they're all relatively, like this guy is not that great. I think he still beats you though. With the Vigar and the Lulu. And obviously the Riven. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, let's see what you do now, because it's time to level up and roll down.
Yes, it is.
What do we want here? We want a Yone. Nice. We do get the Yone. Nice. Holy crap! It's wait. What is it? It's Is it GA? You have another sword, right? So it's GA.
Yeah, I have a GA. Yeah.
GA blue buff Hextech.
I think I slammed GA on.
GA blue buff Hextech. Yone can actually turn it into a top 4. Let's see what you do.
I actually think that's exactly what I do.
Oh my god. Okay, let's see how that plays out.
Yuck.
Nice.
I get a lucky, lucky stat.
Okay, are you like comfortable with this board?
No. So rolling and shifting my boards quickly while also transferring my items across is a massive weakness that I have. So what I'm trying to do, right, is I'm trying to I want Yone on the board. I know I have some good items for Yone, and I also want to keep whatever minimal power that I have until I'm able to replace it, right?
Yeah.
So I know that Shen is extremely powerful with 5 costs, right? The synergies that he has and the fact that he's able to, even with low investment, tank a lot of damage. I know I want him eventually. I know that
you think Shen is better than
the 3-star Elderwood? Yeah, see, that's the thing those are the things that I always mess up on, right? Is I'm thinking like, okay, strongest board state, which are the people I have. I should have gotten rid of the Vayne and not the Vigo.
I'd get rid of the Vayne and the Teemo, honestly.
Yeah, I mean the Teemo I think I get rid of next round to put the blue buff onto Yone.
Yep, and you can just play double Kindred and Vigar. But what I'm hinting at is, you should not be cool with this. You got to roll for a Chosen.
Okay. Yeah.
And positioning wise, I mean, positioning is irrelevant. Like, positioning is like the last thing you care about when you pivot. But when do you make and slam items?
After you're done rolling, after the round begins.
Exactly. Because you have, like, right now, it's like, okay, now it's not time to roll anymore because it's like panic rolling. So now you can make the GA, you can equip the Hex Tech and stuff like that.
Right.
Oh, nice. We have the set in the front. Very good. Very good. Insta-sell the Vigar, yeah. So, like, you're not using your bench at all. Like, you have a bench where you can put 9 units. You can put 9 units here. And I don't think I've ever seen you have 9 units on the bench.
I always clear my bench. It's a huge problem.
So then, like, either you high roll and hit something, like, in, like, 1 or 2 shops, or you don't even leave the option of getting something, right? You don't have the option of getting stuff because you don't have units on your bench that you can upgrade.
Right. Which we've seen it's a huge problem.
Yeah.
This game I'm running with unupgraded units.
So you barely eke out the win. I would definitely sell the win here. Definitely sell the win for 30, right?
Right. But I don't think I do. Let's see.
Because you've been holding this Wayne pair since the start.
For nothing. Yes, for nothing.
And you know that Wayne's getting cut. Okay, you cannot cut your 2 stars unless you have something to put in.
Yeah.
What are you putting in for the Maokai?
I'm probably just hoping that I can roll for something to replace it. But I think the reason that I specifically got the Maokai out is I want to put the Sunfire on set.
I don't think it's that much of a difference, actually. But the thing is, Maokai is a 2-star, right?
And he's also a brawler.
He's also a brawler, so it's like, if you don't have anything to put in, you can't sell him. If you find a Warwick, if you find, I don't know, Yumi, if you find whatever. Where the hell is the Yumi, by the way? You would have Mystic and yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten and sold Yumis all game.
Nice, Kindred. Mystic, I'll take it. Irelia.
I don't think I get the Aurelia. I think I completely oversee it.
Oh God, this is. And why are you even buying the Shens? Why are you buying the Shens?
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I hope of maybe hitting a 3-star.
No, a 3-star Shen. You never need a 3-star Shen. Like, what do you want to upgrade? What units do you want to upgrade?
I want to upgrade my 5 stars, but anything that is 2-star here that I want to end up keeping, a 3-star Kindred would be amazing.
Like a general rule, what do you want to upgrade?
I want to make sure that my front line is strong, and then the back line is as strong as well. The damage is strong.
But why would you never want a 3-star Shen?
I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever hit one.
Okay, we upgrade units that contribute and that wear items.
Oh, okay.
So, like, a 3-star frontline, if it has items, like, if you had, like, I 3-starred Irelia. I mean, I had a game where I 3-starred Irelia, I 3-starred my whole board, and it did nothing. Because, like, 3-stars do nothing without items.
I see.
So it's just, like, completely wasted gold. Like, I have, like, it's like a meme on my Discord. We don't 3-star trash.
Okay. I think that's a really...
And this is like additional, like, this is filler trash. Yes, 2-star Shen is great. He gives you Mystic. Or the Mystic Shen. Great. By the way, you didn't pick up a Casio, right? Or you didn't pick up Janna or whatever. Like, I'm going 4 Mystic. You scout this lobby,
Yeah.
there's so much magic damage. You definitely want to go 4 Mystic here.
I think I go for Mystic eventually, but I could have had it much earlier.
Wow. This guy was level 6, 30 gold. Like, how do you die with 30 gold? Like, that's also something that, like, should never happen. So yeah, you could have made interest by selling the Wayne last round. You could have made interest by selling the Shens this round. Like, what is this? Like, what the hell is this? Like, what do you want it for? Why is there? Yeah, okay. So you have 4 damage dealers, but none of them actually have items. So who's your carry here?
Yeah.
Who is your carry here?
I mean, Yone is my carry here.
Okay. So what does Yone want?
Some front line to protect him,
Um,
or to advert damage. Well, Yone's kind of like front line and back line, right? Because he moves around so much.
yeah. But what is, like, if you have a stacked Yone, what do you want with a stacked Yone?
CC.
Yeah, I'm talking like traits.
Oh, adept. I mean, Exile would be good if there was a Yasuo.
Exile does nothing for him.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's physical damage heal.
Oh, really? I had no idea.
So, like, the answer is team-wide buffs.
Okay.
So for Yone to be successful, if you have 4 or even 6 Mystic, and like obviously 3 or 4 Adept, you can go, 3 Adept. So you can have 3 Adept and 4 Mystic. Yeah? Like, that's essentially all you care about. And maybe Dusk. Dusk is kind of okay. Like, Dusk is fine because it's a buff for Yone.
Okay.
But, like, if you have a stacked unit like this, your whole team is just there to support him. Make sure he survives.
Okay.
Yeah, there's an Aphelios in the shop, which is better than fucking Jin and Wayne. Right? For Hunter, at least. And just sell the... like, yeah, oh my god, 4 Mystic, please, please. Please. Oh no. Whoa, okay. Okay, nice. What? But you have a 2-star Kindred.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this? Is trash board? Like, okay, you have a 2-star Kindred. You put in Warwick. Imagine you put in Warwick, Irelia, and Ashe. You take out these 3 trash units.
Right.
You put in Warwick, Irelia, Ashe. That gives you 3 divine, 3 adept, 2 divine, 3 hunter.
Way better.
Like, what the hell what is Wayne, Jin, and Random Riven doing there? Like, this board is like, it's completely random. Right? Like, you need to look at who's the strongest, like, carry, or like who are the strongest units on your board, and how do you improve them? How do you make Yone stronger? How do you make Kindred stronger? Right? Like, those are the 2 key things to think about. Like, whoever has items, whoever is like the main carry, how do you make them stronger? Yeah, because this is like, yeah, I guess you're writing notes or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So, like, how do you make your most important carry stronger? That's like the key thing in the late game comp. So by putting in Hunter for Kindred, she'll get stronger. By putting in Adept for Yone, he'll get, like, the combo gets stronger. And by putting in 4 Mystic. You missed another Yuumi. Like, alternatively, what you can have right now is Warwick, Yuumi, Cassio. Over these 3 shit units. And they would give you Warwick, would give you Hunter. And Cassio and Yuumi would give you 4 Mystic, and you get Spirit. So Spirit is a team-wide buff. 4 Mystic is a team white buff, and Hunter is good for Kindred because she's actually doing some damage. And you sell the Ash. Shit. And I don't really like this 20 gold you're chilling on. Like, you're at 29 HP.
Right.
Don't you want to be as strong as possible? Like, are you going to 9?
No.
Do you want to hit some upgrades?
Of course.
So why are you on 20 gold?
Because I think at this point it's really just panic mode and focusing on the wrong things.
And you have Irelia in the shop, work in the shop. Kane, what the? Okay. That's very ballsy.
I just like Kane. I have no other reason other than the fact that I really like Kane in the current meta of diving the backline. But so, yeah, it's again that is just a 5-star good play, and not a play that comes from like a thought process.
Yeah, but why not take out one of the shit units like Jhin that does absolutely nothing for Kane and leave the Kindred?
I think it's because I wanted the GA on him.
But okay, Kane is not really good until he has form. So I would have him I would play him for now until I get form. I would play him as like a extra unit, especially since you have like complete shit units anyway. So
yeah.
Sejuani's good. Oh shit, you're actually going for 3-star Shen. That does absolutely nothing. Okay.
Yeah, I don't get it.
And you sell the Cassio. Oh no. I mean, you're kind of pivoting into a Jhin comp, I guess, from the Hunter comp, which is okay-ish. So Yone is super strong, great. Another Mystic. Just buy shit and roll it down. Just roll it down.
Again, I'm so bad at rolling.
But what the fuck is this? It's 30 seconds of nothing.
Right.
30 seconds of nothing. We never want 30 seconds of nothing.
Could be worse than that, right?
And we scouted, but we scouted late, so we didn't even reposition. Yeah.
Right.
So that was 30 seconds of nothing. That is unacceptable. 30 seconds of nothing is unacceptable. If you want to rank up, you got to do something on your turn. Please do something. Anything. Oh, shit. Yeah.
No, yeah.
So what do we want here? I'm pretty... Okay.
I was going for the hand.
So that's wrong. That's just wrong. What do you actually want here? I can show you your board if you like.
Well, if I have the Jhin, probably a Infinity Edge. I'm not sure if that was actually even an option there or not.
Okay, look at this board. Know the board, and look at the options here.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the reason I went for the Hand of Justice was just to put it on to slam it onto the Kane.
Yeah, but what's way stronger?
I mean, I think in hindsight, there's other options that are better. So the book I can't remember the name.
Morellonomicon, yeah.
It would be good on the
Azir.
However, I mean, Azir is not really a huge item carrier for me at the moment. Giant Slayer would be great on Jhin.
You're still missing the most important thing you can do right here.
Oh, the Gunblade?
No.
Or the cloak.
You're completely guessing. You can
I'm completely
you can 2-star your Azir.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You can 2-star Azir. Right? Like, that's so big.
And also it's a good item as well.
Yeah. 2-star Azir with a locket. Like, you need to see, like, you always need to inspect the 5 costs. Because you have 2 Azirs on your bench. And you get a free upgrade Azir. And instead you get a Hodge, which is okay. And now we're rolling, finally. And you 2-star the Azir, okay. Good enough. Holy shit, okay. Complete waste of gold?
Yeah, yeah.
More waste of gold? Soldiers, what is the soldier, like, why are the soldiers on the way in the back?
I think it was just a push to protect the Jhin from the dive.
But what about the one in the right corner? Oh, for that? Okay, outplayed, my bad. For the Aatrox, obviously. So when do we sell these Shens? Because these Shens are costing you so much interest.
They are, yeah, they're just sitting.
And whoa, okay. There's no need to roll it down before the creep round, because you have enough HP to survive. Don't you have, like, can you die here? How much damage do you take this round?
None. I don't think I lose this round.
No, but how much damage can you take in a round? Like, in a round now?
16?
How do you come up with 16?
2 per unit? Or is it 1 per unit and then... Actually, don't know.
Oh, God. Okay, so these are, like, very important things you should know.
Right.
It's 2 per unit until 10, and then it's 1 per unit. But I mean, all of this information, like, all of this information is available on, like, LoL chess, for example.
Okay.
And just like, you can open this up and just go for the cheat sheet, and you have all the information here. Wait, okay, so this is a different one. But it should be here somewhere. It should be here, like the damage you take per level. So as far as I remember, it's 0, 2, 3, 5, 8, 15. So you take 5 damage on stage 5.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And you would need to lose 15 health. How many units is 15 health?
10 units. Right?
No.
So 1 per. And then
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, 5 plus 5. 5 plus 5. Yeah. So you cannot lose by 10 units. Therefore, there's no point rolling here. You'd rather econ a little bit more so that you're a little bit stronger.
Okay.
Did I close it? I think I closed it, yeah. Like, Jhin is kind of strong, but he's naked. So it's like, he's not going to...
Right, exactly.
And you're not getting the mystics. Oh. Wait, was that guy physical? Okay, that guy was physical.
That guy was physical, yeah.
But there are a lot of... So Adept would be good, and Mystics would be good. And you're being offered Channas, Yumis, and Cassios all the time.
Yeah.
So, like, even if you 3-star the Shen, he doesn't do much.
Yeah. I think just rolling for him is just a huge...
Oh, no, your Shen is important. Oh, no.
I don't know if I think...
Get the Riven. Get the Riven at least.
So this is a huge mistake. I think it's where I die. I put the...
You cock block your Exile.
Yeah.
And you don't upgrade the Riven. And you never play for Mystic. Alright, for Mystic...
I think this is actually when I die.
For Mystic, like, just laughs at Akali. Because her damage is magical. And 2-star Riven is actually, like, better than whatever the hell this is.
think that honestly probably would have been the difference too in this.
Yeah, the 4 Mystic definitely. Like Riven would
Yeah.
have made a difference, and 4 Mystic would have made a difference. So sorry for being so harsh, but there's like,
Oh no,
yeah,
no worries, no worries. Absolutely, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted, honestly, because I don't. So, just background wise, right? I just played this game, kind of. I've only played it for fun, and I don't have any friends who play it, and the only information I can get is just like if I watch like a random streamer or whatnot.
yeah.
But it's nothing specifically speaking to my own play, so I'm actually glad to sat here and done this because I know I'm making mistakes, but it's hard for me to actually truly understand the mistakes that I'm making because,
Yeah.
I think my decision making, I'm making the decisions, so obviously I'm thinking what I'm doing is right, but it's good to point that out.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's the way I play as well. Like, I watch streamers and I try to like understand what they're doing, why they're doing it, whether it's a good play or a bad play.
Right.
Yeah.
So I have my notes here.
All right, let's go over the notes.
If possible, can I read them back to you and
Of
then you
course.
add on to them, right?
Yep.
So what I have written down here is that early 2-star what you can, right? So pushing and re-rolling or pushing in the early game and holding as many units on my bench as I can in the hopes that hitting 2 stars and kind of putting the idea of synergies in the back of my mind.
Like just to simplify it, stage 2,
Yeah.
2 stars.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yep.
I have synergies written. I have synergies stage 2 to 3.
Yeah.
It's something you pointed out before.
And obviously you want to econ a little bit. Like you don't want to hold every
Yeah.
single unit. Like if you can hit econ without selling anything useful, you do it. But yeah,
So hold on to like the strong units.
Yeah, and I think I mean this is one game, but I guess level and be more aggressive.
Right.
And definitely stage 2, you can't be picky. Like if you have frontline and you get a Lissandra for backline, why not? You have frontline and backline. That's good enough. And Dazzler's actually.
So that's the next note.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
note.
Sorry.
Have a front line. Have a back line.
Yep. And you should get a chosen that like fills the gap. So if you have a 2-star Wayne, then a 2-star, then a brawler chosen is perfect.
Okay.
If you have like you had a 2-star Yasuo, then a backline chosen was perfect. Because you had a front line that was 2-star and you had a backline that was 2-star. And Dazzler is good because Dazzler is it's a self-contained synergy. So she would actually dazzle everyone, so they would actually do less damage.
Right.
So that's very simple.
Okay. Next note I have is more of like a character specific, but I think a notable one, which was if your team is high on HP to go with a Yumi, a very strong support, and then if your team is more damage with not a lot of life, then Janna is a good pick for that.
Yep.
Next note I have is to not sell unless I'm hitting the next threshold. So hold on to units. Again, it kind of touches upon what you were mentioning earlier about the early game, is just use the bench and
leave more options
hold on
open.
to units.
Just leave more options open. Yeah.
And that units are better than empty XP, right? So just dumping XP and not getting any value for it, but actually holding on to the value first, and then because you can always sell to get that value back if you need it.
Yeah. Like here, the thing is, like yesterday I coached a guy who got first, and I still flamed him on his earlier stages, and like after he killed everyone because he did mistakes as well. And here, the only reason you got 4th is because you high rolled the Yone.
Oh, absolutely. High roll the Yone and then the set right afterwards. Yeah, absolutely.
And oh shit, that's what I didn't realize today. I played a bit today. The odds have changed. It's no longer 5, it's 4 on 8 to hit a legendary.
Oh.
So they reduced it by 1%. And they reduced the legend. Oh shit! Wait. Maybe I'm confusing it with PBE. Maybe I'm confusing it with PBE. I can't be 100% sure about that. Because I watched the PBE changes as well. No, it's on PBE. I think it's on PBE. So right now the reload chances are still the same. Okay, but PBE it's going to go down by 1%.
Okay.
Yeah. So like
even less of a chance to count on
to get bailed out. Because like here you got bailed out. Like it's not.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like here, you should have rolled on 7. Because you were
Okay.
like, this was just too weak. This was too
Right.
weak for stage 4. Because like you're getting like really bad losses.
Yeah.
So
I lose almost all my HP in this one stage.
yeah. So instead of leveling more, sell the
I do
brawler,
nothing.
sell the brawler chosen, and roll it down a little bit. Like roll for an Ash, roll for something, roll for something,
Right.
and like upgrade the Kindred, do something because this is extremely weak for stage 4.
Yeah.
And then yeah, you get to this stage. That's great. Like I'm happy for you that you got to here after the carousel. And now you just wait. Okay, so this was actually planned. Okay, never mind. It was planned. You're planning to pick up a good unit from the carousel. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But if that had been like a Lilia and
Yeah, it would have been not
Lilia
even
and Lee
close.
Sin, that's GG. If it's
Yeah.
like Lilia and Lee Sin, you're done.
Right.
Fortunately, it was like Ezreal, which is like Ezreal's kind of okay. Yone is the best, but Ezreal's not terrible either. So either one of those.
Fortunately,
Yeah.
it was also Yone, and the other person didn't take him.
Yeah, and but the other person went for Ezreal, so it's good. It's good. So then like yeah.
Yeah.
So please
the
continue.
Next note I had was
Yeah.
use the bench with 3 exclamation points. A huge
Yep.
weakness of mine. And I know it. This is one of those things that I see, high level streamers do all the time. Is they really fill up their bench. For me, I think it's a little bit overwhelming having so many units down there and having to keep track of that and
Yeah.
my board at the same time. But I think it's just something I have to start working on, and the only way to get better at it is to do it.
So there is an approach which is called clear your bench, clear your mind, which is also kind of okay. But your bench is just too cleared. Like
My brain's too clear. Yeah.
no, your bench. Sorry, your bench like it's just too empty.
No.
Your bench is just too empty because like maybe like what could you play here? You could play adepts, you could play hunters, and it's just like you keep those things. You keep those things. You can play mystic, so you keep those things. Maybe you don't have to keep like a Jin and a Wayne and other stuff, but like at least keep something that you can play.
Right.
Yeah.
Next note I have is to upgrade item wares and don't 3-star trash.
Yep.
So I think that's a really strong one. Make your strongest stronger is what I have, and that to expand on that, it's basically like you were mentioning with Yone, right? So if I have a unit that is strong, that's my advantage. Making sure I'm doing whatever I can with my board state to press that advantage.
Yep.
Which is something that, to be honest, I've never thought of it like that. I always think of, all right, Yone's pretty strong. Where else can I make my board strong? But I think that's a really great point of, well, Yone's carrying so hard.
Okay.
Just make him carry more.
So the easiest way to look at it is, let's see. I don't know if I've had any good games because I haven't played on my main for a while, but we can have a look. Where is my main? So like you look at the carry, and you can tell me who's the carry and if I like made the carry stronger or not. So I mean, this is obvious, but like you can still answer the question. So who's the carry?
For which game specifically? The top
No,
one?
like I'm Path of Gaming, so yeah, me.
Oh, okay. Well, this one here. It's the carry Zed.
Yeah.
Right.
So what does that want?
Zed wants attack speed, as much attack speed as possible.
But like trait wise.
Oh, actually, I guess I don't really know, right?
Well,
Shade's pretty good on Zed, right?
Ninja,
But
he needs
it's also
ninja.
Well, ninja, of course. Okay, yeah, you need the 4 ninjas.
He
Yeah,
needs
absolutely.
2 shade, not 3. That was I should have
Right.
taken out Evelyn. That was my mistake.
Okay.
But he needs 2 shade.
Right.
And then
Adept
Mystic
is really
helps.
Good. And Mystic is really good, yeah.
Yeah.
Just to reduce the damage at the beginning.
Yeah. So here, who's the carry?
Ash.
Yep. So what do I want for Ash?
Protection, and usually in the corner.
So I have like brawlers for her, right?
Brawlers, right? Yeah. So HP in the front. Mystic's really good to stop her from getting smashed by.
Sure,
like a Vygar,
Mystic is good.
hitting the low life. And you want as many hunters as possible.
Hunters are good. Yeah. Another thing.
Spirit maybe just for the attack
A
speed.
Spirit, sure, that buffs her as well, and Elderwood buffs her as well.
Oh right, yeah.
So I have
Of course.
everything on Set and Ash, and my whole comp is trying to buff Set and Ash. Like everything
Right,
here,
okay.
if you look at all these units, like Spirit and Hunter, Adept and Mystic, Brawler and Elderwood. So that like, and then we have the Hunter,
Yeah. Okay.
and then we have Brawler and Elderwood. So that's kind of it in a nutshell, right?
Okay.
So same concept here. Who's the carry?
It's Jin.
Jin and Riven, kind of.
Yeah, Jin and Riven. Right.
My items were complete shit. Like, yeah.
Right.
But again, so if it's Jin and Riven, I mean, this is very simple. What do we want?
Dusk and Sharpshooter, right?
Yeah,
His
Dusk.
main targets as possible and make Riven as tanky as possible.
And anything else?
Oh, I mean, she has an Inox Spark, which is really good for damage for the magic reduction.
Yeah, but like another key synergy, obviously.
The reducing of magic damage, the
Mystic, yeah.
Mystic.
Especially
Yeah,
if you look at this
Dusk
guy.
once had
If you look at this guy, because he has
Yeah.
magic damage,
Yeah.
yeah. So just like you pick a carry, and then you build it around the carry. So there's Warwick. I put in for Divine for Warwick. I put in Adept for Warwick. I put in Hunter for Warwick, and everything for Warwick, right? It's just all
Right.
about Warwick. And this is like how it should kind of like this was kind of whatever. I guess it's a little bit of Warwick, a little bit of Ash. Yeah, this was just bad. But like you can tell when I have like split up items, it's not as strong. When I have like one particular carry, then it makes sense, right? Like if I have Riven and Jin, I want Dusk, I want Mystic.
Right.
Because that makes Riven tankier, Jin tankier, and Dusk is strong as well. So just like, yeah. That's kind of like, yeah, so that's like the whole point. Like, look at this. Here, it's Yone. So how do you make Yone stronger? As we discussed, you want to build synergies for him in particular.
Right.
Yeah. So anything else? Please, sorry, I kind of...
No, this is great. So, I mean, the only other note that I had was all the info that you given me around the HP and the law chest resources.
All right,
I think it's really great.
It has to be here.
This is pretty great. Yeah. What I'd like to do, right, is now I want to take this, practice this, and then potentially maybe like a week or so from now, just do this again.
Yeah,
and
sounds
see
good to me.
What's improved and what's different.
Yeah, and the VOD's going to be up later tonight. I guess for you tomorrow,
Perfect.
right? For you it'll be tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
So what the damage? There should be damage, but the damage, as far as I remember, it's 0, 2, 3, 5, 8, and then 15. Or was it nerfed to 12? Maybe it was nerfed to 12. I think they nerfed it to 12. But yeah. But like study the as much information as you can. There it is.
Okay.
2, 3, 5, 8, 15. Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this
okay.
was nerfed. This used to be 10, so they nerfed this
I
to
see.
8, but they increased this from like 1, 2 to 2, 3, I think. So this is exactly how much damage you're taking. See, 15 here, 5 here, so you couldn't have died there. Yeah.
Okay.
So it just yeah.
That's something I didn't even know.
Yeah, it's like all this information. Just like try to look up information, and obviously champions. You should like learn the champions as well. If you have some
Right.
time, just like read about what every champion does, so you kind of can use their abilities and items to augment their powers the most, and mitigate damage when your opponents have certain champions. Like Teemo, for example, he's very popular. Do you know how to position against Teemo?
Put position against him.
Yeah.
Spread your units apart.
Exactly. Simple enough.
Yeah, because
So-
of splashes.
Yeah.
Right.
So like figuring out like every unit, what they do, and then like how to position against them.
Okay.
Yeah. So I hope you got what you came for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Happy to hear that. So Take care, Larison, and we'll stay in touch.
Thank you so
You
much.
let me know. You let me know
Yeah,
how you're
absolutely.
climbing, how it's going, and yeah, I hope to see
Excellent.
you in Diamond, if not Master.
Yeah,
Next
we'll
time we
see.
talk.
We'll see. It'll probably be a bit of that. Yeah. Thanks, man.
You're welcome. Take care. Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye.